My. Y'all, look, I'm telling you. Hey, y'all. Look, coach. I'm telling you. Father, we are live. We are here. It is Wednesday. Yes. We already said it is. This is a blessed day, right, y'all? It has been one
Yes.
already. Anyway, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bestie Finders Office Hours. Hey, besties. Y'all can say something.
Hey.
So right now, what I'm gonna do right here is put in Dr. Lisa because we had to do something a little different today, guys. Look, but when you figure it out, when you don't figure it out, what the real deal is, you just learn to pivot and make it work until. And right
Yes.
when we popped in, we figured out what the problem was. Isn't that something? All because
Mm.
I said, Coach, let us in, take us live. But anyway, guys, it's so good. Hey, besties, it's so awesome to be here with you all. You already know. Let's see, Coach, did we drop the right here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, guys, look, I love it. This is live. You all see that all things don't always, start off perfectly, but it end up just the way it's supposed to be. There's not no secrets
Yes.
on the
Yeah, I
board.
was
And
just checking.
she was
No
just
state secrets over here.
okay. Look, I see
That's
Dr.
our
Lisa.
shopping list for the office.
Okay. It's funny. I saw her look back. I say, no secrets back there, right? Okay. Nothing we need to hide.
If you want to donate, you want to hand some, you want to bring something over, we'll tell you where to go.
All right. And we're talking the Greater South Fulton Chamber, y'all. But anyway, okay, so we're gonna get started. Dr. Lisa, go ahead on and tell us what we're talking about, what we coach the dissing today.
Hey everybody, it's Dr. Lisa, and welcome back to Bestie Finders Office Hours.
Woohoo!
Today's scenario takes us to the potluck, y'all.
The potluck.
All right, you ready?
I don't like potlucks, but okay.
It's
Unless I know what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I guess.
who all cooking over there?
But now that we gotta mix all these gifts together, let's go.
All right, so we have three contributors to the potluck,
Mm.
and one insists on labeling all the dishes with all of the allergy protocols. We want to make sure no one's having peanuts and not supposed to. Uh, if there's dairy in it and everything. One said, just bring the food. Just bring the food. They're gonna eat what they want to eat. I know I've heard that before. And one turns it into a themed costume dinner, not just a potluck. It can't just be a. Why are we gonna
Well,
make them just come and eat? We should do something together.
well,
We should make it fun.
that might be me too. Just bring the food and come. Okay, go ahead.
Well. See, this how you have two of the gifts. I can see where we've had that conversation. So let's talk about
Oh, it
co-
is two of the gifts. I'm
right
sorry.
coordinating with the gifts and how to respect each other's different wiring. Because I'm team label everything because I have one horrifying experience of not labeling something.
Okay, so coach
Coach this.
this. Who going? I saw Coach clapping. What you clapping for over there, Coach, when she was naming the stuff?
I don't even know. I just think my exhorter was just happy. I was exhorting the whole thing. I don't know. I just think because this is server, the labeling, having everything all in one particular spot, um, to the T. Yeah, that's the server all the way. They don't want it to be messy. They don't want their food touching. There might be some. They use the excuse of allergies, but really
They
they
just
don't want
want
the food.
order. They want it
Yes.
in a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But server's not in your top three.
No, but I know a couple of servers.
Oh, okay. But now the thing about it is, right, it doesn't have to be in our top three to like it because I love servers. Right?
Mhm.
I love people with that gift. And so yes, they are the one they like organization, they like for it to look a certain way, they like for the flow to go. So and God, y'all forbids if it's server and administrator. Y'all everything's gotta be in order, on time, in place. No, you in the wrong line. No, you going the wrong way. No, don't mix
Yes.
that spoon with that. that spoon. And so when I see that, I love it. Once I learned it, and even when I saw before I knew the gifts, I just thought it was cool that somebody could even be that kind of way, right?
Organized.
But when I realized that you could be gifted to be that way, I loved it. I absolutely love it. And so when people see that, guys, you have to learn how not to be irritated by somebody's excellence. That is a server. A server wants it done. They want it done right. Guess what? They and they want it done in a particular manner, certain colors, like all the greens gonna go together, the green beans, the collard greens, the cabbage, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have all the meats together. And so, like me, I may come in and I just mix it up a little bit. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, well, you do it however you want, right? And so, yeah, so just having that mixture of gifts. Now, when you saw when she gave the scenario, how both of my gifts showed up. Yep, perceiver and exhort. I'm be like, yeah, just bring the food, whatever. If they wanted, they'll eat it. If not, they could just skip over it. Right. And then, yeah, let it be a reason. Let it be joyful. That's the perceiver part of me. So the exhorter is like, let's have a good time. Yeah, let's theme it out. All of that when she was saying that. I'm like, that's me all day long, except for when I don't want to be bothered. Okay, with all of that. So let's just get together, bring some food, come as you are, and let's sit and chill and chat. So that's a nice little mixture right there.
Mhm.
Nice little mixture.
Yeah.
I
What you
just
got,
wanted
Dr.
to
Cat?
add. Oh, go ahead.
Well, the giver is what came up, and I understand. I remember when we did the Glorious Bride, and when the caterer came, he's like, "I got 2 hands and 2 feet." I understand that people with allergies and stuff like that, and that is true. With the giving the perceiver, like, just bring the food. If they want to eat it, they'll eat it, and if not, then they'll pass. And that's what I normally do. I ask, like, what's in it. If it's not labeled, I'm like, okay, so what's in this? If it's nuts in it, dairy, whatever, I was like, okay, I'll guess on that. But that giver in me is like, I'm here to help. I understand that I need to step back, and I recognize this is the way that you like things to go. How would you like me to finish these dishes for you? Since I would like you, otherwise they can observe.
Exactly. Coach, I'm sorry, what were you about to say? You said to add?
I was just saying I was coming from the perspective of the compassionate with the server when I was telling you I know a couple of servers. It took me a minute to realize that that's how they operate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's valuable, especially when someone has allergies, right? Because your disorder, or my disorder, hurt somebody, right? Um, but knowing the gifts has allowed me to appreciate that gift and love it so much because they're life saving in certain
Yeah.
situations.
And when you say that, not only are they, at this time, most servers are caterers. They love, if they're not caterers, they love hospitality, right? They love to show hospitality in their homes, and so if it's not their profession, and if it is their profession, I mean, just following that rule of making sure that people that they are compliant with that kind of stuff, and making sure people know if they do have allergies to put the signs out and all that good stuff, or to label the things and let them know, so they won't be having nobody swelling up on them. You know what I'm saying? So, what you got, Dr. Lisa?
What's the harm in labeling things?
That's their teacher. There's no harm. It's just us who may not want to do it. It may not. We may not even feel like. We may even feel like it's necessary.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? So going back to my way back to my marketing days,
Mm-hmm.
all a year ago, I had one prospective client who had a website of a certain type, and I said to them, "Well, this is not going to be useful or usable by people with visual disabilities." And the response was very flippant, "But you're not going to be able to see it anyway."
Okay.
And so I had to hold my tongue
Mm-hmm.
because
I
Mm-hmm.
get it.
I wanted to go left, and not so. And this is part. That's my background was in accessibility and research and things like that.
Hmm.
And I was like,
But
that is how a lot of people think. If
it
the
is.
assumption is that they're not going to use it,
Mm-hmm.
and so my question is, oh, well, why not give them a chance to use it, right?
Exactly.
But again, most people operate in ignorance because they don't know there's a chance through a website that somebody that's visually impaired
Hmm.
could use it, and so that and they may not trying to be that person wasn't trying to be smart or or whatever or dismissive, but it was just valid to them, right? Like how they
Yeah,
gonna see it and not realizing that there are other tools out there, right, to be used. So a lot of times, guys, when we are operating in these gifts, and so when somebody makes a suggestion of something, we should, just because it doesn't line up with what how we believe or how we think, we should give that thought or that suggestion an opportunity, right? Because of our own giftedness, we won't see it in a teacher's mind all the time through a teacher's eyes. I say all the time when we're looking for something, I say, girl, going through this system, you got to think like Dr. Lisa. And I don't know how long we're gonna be up in this Google Drive until we figure out and find it. Then we like, I'm like, yeah. So she got it all separated into folders. So we just have to figure out which folder we go in the folder, and then you just go in. And so
hmm
that's the same thing with everybody else's gift in any other situation, even down to potluck. If that server wants to
Yes.
do it that way and for bringing the meals and setting it up the way that they do it, let them
Them.
operate in how they do, because
Yeah.
guess what? There is somebody else in that audience that needs
Yeah.
that same giftings to show up, because they walk in that and they be like, oh, somebody else is just like me, right? They like to label it. I love this. They labeled everything, and now I know what I'm eating and what's in it, so and they can enjoy themselves,
Yes.
right? Not wondering, because y'all know we're getting in a line in a minute and say, what's this?
Hmm.
What's that? What y'all think? Does it have pork in it? Does it have
Hmm.
y'all know the whole thing. And so
Hmm.
when somebody can say, green beans with turkey meat, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And whatever, however they, banana pudding with pecans on top. So be careful, you do have
Hmm.
nuts. Or, if it's peanuts on something, yeah. So appreciate that person's gift, okay? And everybody will appreciate that and have a great time,
Yeah.
right? So y'all, it is so amazing how we can see how all these gifts, how the gifts can they show up in every situation. Yep, every situation. So we do want you to increase in your gift intelligence. And so we say go to bestiefinder.net/gifts course and take the gift course, y'all. It won't even take you a full, for my overachievers, you'll be done in one day, because the longest video is 7 minutes, and it's only 7 gifts that you're talking about. So you're doing the gifts, the assessment part, and then the challenges. I mean, the characteristics, when it's breaking down every last gift, and then it talks about the challenge areas and all of the gifts, and then you would get to meet with one of us, right, to just go over your gifts, and so we can just help you break that thing down and watch your life change immediately because of the awareness that kicks in, right? And I'm
Hmm.
telling you, every relationship. So we're seeing it right now with one of our personal besties that's in
Yes.
our personal program, and we are loving that whole transformation, right? And so it's just amazing. So we just say, guys, definitely get into your gift intelligence. Join, take the gift assessment by joining or taking the gifts course, bestiefinder.net /gifts course, and so we can see you guys on the inside, so we can help you thrive in being exactly who you are, right? And so you can cut out that imposter syndrome. So we are so excited. So y'all, we had a few little challenges getting started with this live, but we are here, and we are well, and we're closing out. with a bang, right? We close it out and we are saying to you guys, have an amazing rest of your day. And we'll see you next